Then when I opened a business, I had to be perfect. You know?
Andrea is very open to trying new things. He's like, if I'm going to try this thing, I'm going to try this thing.
Our decision was to do what we want to do. And that was the fucking worst decision of my life.
So one thing, how I look at it is, if the concept isn't fresh, if the concept isn't unique, it's not new, why are you even making it?
I had to do what people want. We're producing video for us or for what people want to watch. That's a done. And I'm a chef. We need to be soldiers to just get it done and suck it up. So we've done it and it's fucking amazing.
Okay.
But now me and Taige look at each other like, that's the thing that he meant.
What does it mean to get 60 million views on Instagram? Well, today's guest, Chef Andrea, and his business partner Taige did exactly that when they put up their infamous tiramisu video served in a wheelbarrow. But what did it really do for their restaurant? Did it really grow more covers? Did they really grow the business? What was the secret behind doing that, first of all, in that video, and then capitalizing off of that success? You'll find out in today's episode. Watch it. It is a good one. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Podcast is rolling, apparently.
Oh,
Are we
cool.
rolling? Yeah, we're
That's
rolling.
great. That's great. That's a beautiful way to start.
That's a great way to
Yeah.
start. That's just a ramble that we can just work in there somehow.
Yeah, cool.
So, what do you know about the podcast? Usually I do, like, before the cameras start rolling, get a little intro to, what do you know about the podcast? We can cut this bit out, Amy, if you want to.
Yeah, so I've watched a few
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
You talk with some creators,
Yeah.
like basically trying to understand what they do,
Yeah.
how what their journey was like,
Yeah.
what they know about organic.
Perfect.
Pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And what I thought with this conversation, and the reason why I wanted to do it in the first place, was I love it when, so we talk to creators who built a profile, a brand for themselves, then they've used that brand to try turn into a career. And then we've also talked to like celebrity kind of thing, people who made their brand on traditional media, and then have converted over to social. And then we've talked to people who have like got a business and then use that business to then grow a brand. And then that brand's taken off, and then what its impact on that business is, which is probably where you guys fit into more as a category. And so, kind of the way I wanted to take this podcast is like a little intro to both of you. Start there real quickly. I'm not going to do a big backstory, especially on like your chef story. Like there's fucking enough podcasts and articles and shit about your story, so I don't really want to get into that. They can go watch that if they want. I just want a little intro into who you are, and then I want to go back into like, where was the restaurant before you started doubling down? Like, what was it like? And I know it was like a pretty tough grind at the beginning. Then I want to know about like when you guys like put your head together and were like, fuck it, let's do this thing, let's crack it. What was that journey like? And then I want to get into, you got some success. We obviously had some virals. And then where's it at now? And then more importantly, the end of the thing, where we're going.
Yeah, cool.
That's kind of the trajectory I want to take.
Cool.
Bleed in whatever you want, however you want to bleed
like
it in.
what we talk about every fucking day.
Yeah.
Okay, can I
Yeah,
say
you
things
can
on the
fucking
podcast?
swear as
Yeah.
much
Can we
as you
swear?
fucking
Yeah.
want.
Because you swear a lot, so it's
swear
fine.
lots.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll feel comfortable.
Does that
That's
sound
great.
good?
Yeah,
Sounds
sounds good.
amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the podcast, boys. Great
Thank
to have you here. Thanks for flying all the way from Melbourne to be here, just especially for this podcast. I know you did nothing else in this country except come and see me. So thank you so much. You just clipped that one out, Amy. Why don't you give a little intro? Maybe start with you, Andrea. Give a little intro into yourself, and then we'll go from there.
But my name is Andrea Vignali, and I can't really say what I am because I'm a few things, but let's say that it starts as a chef.
Entrepreneur.
As a chef. Let's say I still like to say that I'm a chef.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that I really love doing.
Yeah.
You know? And then, obviously restaurateur.
Yeah.
And I love doing business that I'm passionate about. And a bit of a content creator too, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm more on the other side of the camera, and the guy that makes the thing happen is here on my right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's the pretty face, is he? He's the pretty
I think he sells himself short. He always does this. Like he's got a great mind as well. He comes up
I'm
with
blonde.
amazing.
I like to look stupid.
Yeah.
And then I come with a bam, and
Yeah,
everyone's like,
exactly.
"What the fuck?
Yeah.
This guy's mad too."
I love it. And Taige yourself.
Yeah, man. So I had a few past lives as well. I was in software. I had a software development company, etc. I was living overseas in South America for a year.
Okay, good.
And the whole time I was making videos. I wanted to be a creator and like try and figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck this. I'm closing the software company. I'm going all in on this video stuff.
Yeah.
I came back, and Andrea was one of the first early projects that I started working on was Andrea's projects.
Yeah.
And so we actually made this YouTube video.
That we're never gonna post.
Oh, really?
Because I had no idea what required. Like I was just jumping it, like no script. Oh, I'm just doing the video. You know?
And a
It's
YouTube video,
it's
right? A
yeah.
6 minute, 10 minute YouTube video is
It's
like,
these guys got no idea. And I'm like, no, I'm doing it, you know, with my, you know, chef mentality. And then like, maybe we just have to do this differently. I'm very sorry.
but hold on. Give the full. This guy's like overseas in Fiji. I'm like editing the video back and forth. We send it through Frame or whatever. So he edits, he reviews the video. We go back and eventually he's like, okay, we're going to go and focus on short form content because we can get more videos out like that.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we've been working together. We're business partners now as well. Work on projects and it's just.
But I had no idea, you know, I had no idea like how much can take to do good content and you know what it requires. Yeah. And he actually showed me that. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, fuck, let's do it. Let's do it together, you know. And I learned a lot from that side. Yeah. You know, then there's a few things like about partnerships and you know understanding who to do videos with and what to talk about. I got visuals to the, you know, a few things I understand. But he's the genius of you know.
We make a great team. We make a great team.
Yeah, and that's what it's always about, right? Like, you can't do everything on your own. You do need lots of people around. Like, as much as people like you and me think we can do everything on our own and go into business and do all the things, because I'm probably a bit more like you and you're more like my Joni kind of thing, and the other people in my team that I have. Yeah. You can't do it on your own. Like, you need other people to pull you in line and be like, Stan, you're an idiot. Andrea, shut the fuck up. Do it like this.
That's
team is the
interesting.
key.
Team
is the key, and like be able to like work with people or manage people, or sometimes people has to manage you. Yeah, you know, like 100%. With me, it happens very often. I think you did it today. Yeah.
But it's likewise, man. You know, you help me as well, so it's no big deal. Yeah.
But that's it, right? Like, good partnerships, good teams. They're like, a lot of people forget that actually behind good content and behind good like creators that they see, that there is a real team behind it. They're doing a lot of it. It's very rare that the biggest creators are on their own. It's very rare. They usually got a big team behind them that's doing it. So, okay, that's cool. So tell me a little bit about like that first project. Like, we obviously, like, tell me where the restaurant was actually prior to that. Like, I know that like it came out of lockdown. I don't need that whole backstory, but like, where was the business before you really started posting properly in this new style? Because you were doing some content, right? Yeah, you were doing like restaurant content.
Just
like videos, like you know, like those videos,
like classic restaurant shit.
That type of content that you spend $2,000 a fucking month, and they're just putting statics. And you're never gonna get any results. But I had no idea. I was building a restaurant, right? Yeah. And so before lockdown was good, we had a lot of press. Yeah. So everyone was talking about, you know, the thing. And then the restaurant started becoming quite difficult. Yeah. Because we're jumping, okay, now we're restaurant owners, not delivery business anymore. So I'm like, okay, let's do a marketing company, you know, social media marketing. And just no results. And I was starting to watch videos myself to understand what these guys actually doing. And when I understood they were doing fucking nothing, you know, I actually met him. He was coming from, you were doing a job for a newspaper, Delicious 100. And he came to film, and then we started having a chat and blah, blah, blah. But it took a bit before that I could understand, you know, the whole thing. But yeah, definitely with him was good because we were, you know, on the same level, having fun. And you know, similar goals, so we just fucking got to work. Like, we're spending whole days together, and none of us was getting paid.
Well, I was, but anyway. Anyway. Yeah. But like, I think talk a bit more about like the first few times you're starting to get recognized in the street. You know, people coming into the restaurant as well, talking about the videos.
Yeah, that's after that. After that, we started making content. And
before we get to that, because I want to know about that too. But like, I think Andrea, you're going to the same place. Like, well, how was the restaurant? Like, because you had a lot of good press and stuff, but like a new restaurant's hard.
100%. And also our decision was to do what, and this is just from the restaurant side on marketing, to do what we want to do. Yeah. And that was the fucking worst decision of my life. Yeah. Because you know, cooking for people is not about me. It's about them. Mm-hmm. So when I understood that, you know, I had to do what people want, and then there's a bit of compromise because I can still do it in a way that I like to do it. Yeah. And the videos are the same. We're producing video for us or for what people want to watch. Yeah. And so it's very similar. And then, you know, we changed that before in the restaurant. Yeah. We brought the restaurant down because it was just we were trying to do high fine dining, degustation, blah, 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 this kind of stuff. And then, you know, we're like, oh, but what does people actually want? Yeah. So we want to be more simple. I I actually say al dente became a trattoria. I think there was an article about.
Yeah.
So we just lowered the price. And then slowly we just went back to do our thing. But understanding more people, giving people a chance to come in for a pasta and a glass of wine and leave. And with marketing, he actually explained me at the start that the video is not about what I want to deliver.
Yeah.
It's about what people want to see first.
Yeah.
Because we have to build, interest.
Yeah.
And then we did the same thing. And now we can tell them. Now we can tell them what we want to say because they're already watching us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so you did that. You then started, you met, you started to have a conversation around like making videos and whatnot. You explained this idea to Andrea that like the videos that you need to make are for your audience, not for yourself, because you're not the one watching them, they are, right? How did that go from that idea to the first lots of videos that you started to put out? Obviously like fast forward a few bits, you've done the tiramisu thing, you've done all these things, right? And we'll get to there. But like, there was those first bunch of videos you started to make. Like, how did you go from? Yeah, what was that process like? What were you doing? Like, how were you figuring that stuff out? Because some of that stuff was real good, but like, it was a complete departure from where you were. Obviously, you got involved, but like, what was that like? What was that process like? How were you guys figuring this out? How did you just let him tell you what to do?
We spoke with again. We did.
It was no. It was like a collab. Like seriously.
Yeah, but yeah.
Do you want to say? Or
I just think we spoke with the guy also. I don't know if you remember.
Some real smart dude.
Yeah, that we actually asked you a few questions back then.
Yeah.
And actually, talking about the conversation that we had, I remember you telling us to view it as a TV show.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fucking get it back then.
Yeah, okay.
But now, me and Taige look at each other like, that's the thing that he meant.
Yeah.
And, a few things that we discussed back then.
Yeah.
They really helped.
Yeah, okay,
they really helped.
And so,
you were saying?
Yeah, so I think that, so definitely that conversation with you, that helped a ton.
Yeah.
As we were getting to that conversation, Andrea is very open to trying new things.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, if I'm going to try this thing, I'm going to try this thing.
Yeah.
There was still some reservations.
Yeah.
So when I was presenting ideas, he's like, okay, I don't really see it. Explain it to me. And then I would be like, okay, well, this is why we're saying this. This is the message we're trying to say. He's like, no, I don't get it. Why we're doing this? You know, so it'd just be a constant like explanation. And then he would come back to me and be like, actually, this is how we should do it, or this is what we should say, or this is the message we should be trying to say. You know? So it's that collaboration. And I think what ended up happening with that conversation with you is those final bits of resistance. They were removed.
Interesting.
You know?
Interesting.
Because I think you have that presence. You know, it's normal. Yeah. Right, you've achieved the team, etc., etc. So you're already. It says a lot more.
Yeah.
Than
the authority that comes with the weight of the words. Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
And I think that.
And then also like the learning process that I did before to being on the other side. Really understanding that people doesn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
So like in general, why should I give a fuck?
Yeah.
Why should I worry so much about? And then when you actually understand the picture. And also, you need to understand that also people is watching something, but tomorrow is gone. They got a new thing that they're watching after. So there's not all this. But as a business owner, we're like, oh, this has to be like that. Yeah. This has to be like that. This is very classic of a business owner. But then when you understand that you're not actually benefiting yourself like that.
Yeah.
I think also just seeing behind the curtains and really understanding like just the work that's involved. And he started editing videos.
Yeah.
Really, just so he could understand.
I couldn't get it. So that's what I do with everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now to understand the thing, I'm doing the job with you.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate this, and you're gonna hate. But I actually now have done a few videos myself, scripted, posted, and I reached 20 million views.
Yeah.
So that helped.
Yeah. You got the proof now.
And he was like, "Fuck, I've done a good job," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've done it." That kind of thing. But I could never get there.
No,
but this is a mentality of a businessman. You're gonna see the thing before then. How you can judge who's driving the boat or the car if you never drove it?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So that's what
I really agree with that. I think like for business owners and stuff who might be listening, when anything inside your business, you need to know if you're delegating what success looks like. Like you need to know how is that person doing a good job or not. And if you can't, and it's real easy when you come from hospo because like if you come up as a chef, it's real easy to know if this guy's chopping the onions right, if you're the exec chef, because you're not going to become the exec chef or whatever if you haven't gone through that process, all right? But the thing that changes is when you go from being an exec chef to a restaurateur, and now you're like, well, I didn't used to have to figure out how marketing worked when I was chopping onions. And there's like a real big learning curve that a lot of people don't go through. And a lot of, and that happens in all industries. Like I see engineers doing the same thing. They're really good engineers. They go start an engineering firm, but they didn't do coming up through the ranks. They never did any marketing or any sales or any other shit. And now they're trying to tell marketing people what to do. And the marketing person's like, let me do my job. They're like, no, I think you need to do this. And he's like, when have you ever done marketing? Never.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up and let me do my job. But they don't, because there's now ego. And then they're not willing to like jump in and learn how to edit. And that was like me, like when we started doing TikTok. When we first cracked it on TikTok, I was like, okay, fuck. It was 2022 we first cracked it. And I was like, shit, I don't know the platform well enough. So then the whole of 2023, every single day, I like recorded, edited, and put out a video on my own channel. Because I was like, I have to know this inside out. Like, just like people, right? Like, just got to get in there.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the only way you can do it. And 100%. I don't think a lot of people do it. They're like, oh, I'll just hire someone else to do it. People come and hire us, and they're like trying to tell us. And it's like, no, I know what I'm doing. Unless you're going to come in here and do it with me, shut the fuck up. They won't. So my advice to a lot of business owners is what you did. Like, it's class. That's perfect.
But
and this is what you say. That's why I came and do it too.
Yeah.
You know? And when someone challenges me, I'm like, fuck, but it wasn't a bad challenge. I think it was the best challenge that, you know. And the good thing of me and him is that we always have open communication. Yeah. You know, and this, like, I say, what the fuck is this? Why are we doing this like that? But then he actually taught me, and now he has a partner, you know, and then I'm applying my skills that I have in business, you know, and I help him, and vice versa, you know, so
learn off each other.
Go back to the thing of before. The team is the key, you know. Yeah,
everything. You going to say something?
Yeah. How did you? So I remember those first videos you started doing. They were like the voiceover B-roll video.
Yeah.
Did you have anything in your head of like, this is gonna be shit, I'm gonna get judged? If you did, how did you get through that?
Nah.
That's sick, man.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. No, like I understand.
Not even one.
No,
but not even one thought.
Nah, I still don't. I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know if you've seen some of the videos that Amy makes of me now. There's some of them are fucking stupid. She put this one out of me doing yoga the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh fuck. But like, if I actually cared, I'd be like, pull that down. That's fucking stupid. Blah 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 blah. But I just don't care. Like, she's learning. She's figuring stuff out.
But you know,
attention.
You know, it's funny because you posted that video. I'm like, oh, the guy does yoga. That's kind of cool. I want to do yoga. I'm like, oh, that's kind of
I'm an influencer, mate.
Yeah,
Influencing
like,
people.
Like, fucking hell.
No, but that's it. That's exactly it.
That's the reason.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I could sit there and be like, I look like this fat fucking cunt trying to do yoga. But then I've just put something out because that's what I think. I could think that. I could think that. But then you watch it going, fuck, that's actually pretty cool. Like, yoga's not just for little yoga girlies doing things. Maybe he's trying to take care of his health. Maybe I've got a sore hip.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Bro, I was even thinking like he's doing it with his team.
And so you don't know how people are going to react to your content. The ones who, if anyone reacts to my content, it's like, look at this pussy doing yoga or something, like being an idiot about it. Well, that's not on me to care what they think. Like, that's their problem to deal with. Like, I don't have to deal with it. I don't even know that they think that about me. Like, how do I even know?
Why should worry about it in the first place?
Yeah.
Out of the fact that I think every business owner should do either yoga or meditation. Otherwise, you take volume. You know, like one of the three, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, you need some way of like some meditative process. Like for me, most of the time, it's these days at the moment, it's like going for a run, because like you're out on the road and like you just get in your own head, so you can process shit, and that's my like some meditative. We've been doing yoga recently. It's part of like a client's campaign that we've been doing, so we've been going along and doing it. Got it tomorrow morning as well. It's fucking hard. I suck at it. I'm not built for being stretchy. I'm like lift heavy things kind of guy. But to your point of like, how did I ever get over that idea? It's just like, I think for me, it's like quite like an old thing from when I was a kid. Like, I'm one of 4 boys. I'm the second youngest, and like I was like kind of the forgotten kid, like the proper true middle child of just like forgotten. I wasn't the youngest, you know, baby of the family. I wasn't the oldest who was the loud and favorite. Yeah. And then my other brother, who was also middle child, he was kind of like the black sheep. So he was the bad boy. Like, he did all the bad stuff, got in trouble all the time. So he got beat up all the time because he was a dumb one, right? Well, I shouldn't say dumb one, but he's a bad one.
Okay.
He did all the bad stuff. And very alternative perspective on life to the rest of us. He's not like that now. He's like a loving father and really good, and the engineer and sort of stuff is like such a flip on it. But anyway, I was like sort of the forgotten child. I was also like half Pacific Islander, half white. And so growing up, like I didn't really fit in with the white kids. I didn't really fit in with the Pacifica kids. And so I was kind of like, too white for the brown boys, too brown for the white boys. All my cousins were girls growing up that were my age. I never really had lots of guy mates and everything. So I never really found a group of people, like a clique that I belonged to. And actually my group of friends growing up, there's like 5 or 6 of us at high school, we were kind of like the clique of cliques, if that makes sense. Like everyone in our group, really, like me is half Cook Islander, half white. We had a Indian dude. We had this, like the Ducks of our school was in our group, Kyle. Like we had all these people who were like members of other groups, but we formed a group together. And so we're like this weird group of misfits. So I never really felt like I belonged my entire life. And then what ended up happening as I became an adult, now with clarity, I realized that like we often worry about what people think of us because we're worrying about what our group thinks of us. We're going, oh, this group of people that I identify with think this way about me, and I don't want them to think that because I want to stay in my group. But I never had a group, so I'm just Stanley. So you can't judge me because you're not a Stanley because there's only one. And that's what I realized later on. That like I don't have this group that I belong to. I'm just one of one. And that sounds a bit like arrogant.
No, it's sick actually.
No, but makes a lot of sense. I actually relate.
Yeah.
Because different for me because I actually had a lot of groups, but I always changed them.
Yeah.
My mom is South African.
Yeah.
I'm born in Italy.
Okay.
And in Italy, I was the Africano.
Okay.
You know, or the Inglese.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I come to Australia and I'm the fucking Italiano. You know?
Yeah.
Now when I go back to Italy, I'm the Australiano.
Yeah.
You know? And it's always been like that.
Yeah.
Also,
I know. Yeah.
And I had groups. I had a group of friends.
Yeah.
I had a group of friends like in Italy we're going around with scooters, fucking being, you know, all the kind of things. But then I was going with the nerds too.
Yeah.
I was going with the skaters.
Yeah.
I've always been.
Yeah, I was the same.
And you know, exactly like that.
Yeah.
And the skaters were telling me why you fucking go with them.
Yeah.
You know, I was playing in a group. I was playing drums, and then I go dance techno. You know, and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing? Can I just not do what the fuck I want?"
Exactly.
You know,
I was the same.
Like that, I'm like that. But then when I opened a business,
Yeah.
I just like I had to be perfect.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, it lasted for a few years.
Yeah.
And then
do you think that comes from being a chef though? Because
Yes,
chefs are very
100%.
much like that, right?
Chefs are down.
Yeah.
And I'm a chef.
Yeah.
So-
No, but like,
What do you
but
mean chef
no,
is
but
down?
I
no,
mean, like,
but the
there's
way.
the mentality that
Yeah.
we get taught to, the pride that we get. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that exactly. That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that exact thing.
Is chefs. So we need to be soldiers.
Yeah.
We're taught to don't complain.
Yeah.
We're taught to don't suffer.
Yeah.
We're taught to just get it done and suck it up.
Yeah.
And it's just such a thing, you know. That's why most of the chefs have mental problems, mental issues.
Yeah.
And you know, we don't cry. We just has to be stronger because it's one of the toughest jobs in the world.
Yeah.
You know, chefs in crews and you know, like wherever you're being a chef, it's tough. There's heat. You go mental. You have to do it anyway. People has to be fitted. You can't stop. You can't let the team down. So yeah, and I just wanted to do it right because of my pride.
Yeah.
You know, now I just give a fuck a bit less.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I can see that because like the chef world's like real paramilitary. Like they still operate like the military brigade chefing brigades did, and so all the chefs I know have this high standard of themselves because they've like forced into it. Like you just have to. You can't, right? Like the way you chop stuff has to be a certain way. It's still fucking chopped. It's like, no, it's not chopped right. Throw it out. Like I remember my old chef Jean-Marc, old proper French chef, right? And he would just have his apprentices chop stuff and be like, you haven't done it right. Throw it all in the bin. Start again. And they're like, I've been chopping this for 4 hours. He's like, okay, you're not going home until it's done. You know, just that sort of mentality of like until you get it perfect. So that's what I would have thought coming through from you. When you asked me that question though, why is that top of mind to ask in a podcast like this? Like, where does that come from?
The perfection thing?
The thing about me caring if what I put out there at the beginning, if it's shit and whatnot.
But I think most of the business owners I talk with are worried about that and are worried about a perception and worried about like looking stupid in front of their customers, their clients. And
I'm not good on camera. That's it.
I hear that also. I'm not, number one, I'm not good on camera. Number two, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
You know, number three, I'm not sure if this fits my brand. Bro, you don't have a brand. Like, you know, no one knows you exist, man.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway,
Yeah. True.
you know, so, you know, but it's just interesting that you just had I just wanted to understand if you had any sort of conversation with yourself before you just started posting and started making the content. Because like I watched you a few times. There was a few days or a few things that you didn't post. You're busy. You're just like, nah, this is. And then you came back and you're like, okay, this is important. So I wanted to understand sort of the thinking through that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
The in 2023, it was non-stop for 360 days. In 2024, though, and this year, there was lots of like coming back and forth.
Well, you were traveling New York, etc., right?
2023 was I just stuck at it, and then I got it done. And then I stopped right at the end of December. It was fucking stupid. It was like 7 days. I should have just gone longer. But anyway, the thing that I find helps people get over that hurdle is the analogy I use is, did you ever watch South Park growing up?
South Park?
South Park?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I know it, yeah.
you know of it, right? Like, it's pretty crass. It's pretty, like, outrageous of what they say. But if you go back to the original South Park episodes, the first season, compare it to the last season, the level of crassness from one to the next is, like, outrageous. The stuff they do now would never have flown back then. They would never have got across the line. It's crazy the shit they get away with now. And when you watch and you listen back to the guys who helped them get it through it, there's this one particular woman who used to talk to the Comedy from Comedy Central, used to talk to the authority boards and stuff to try to get their episodes approved. Because like literally they'd finish the episode, drive it to the station, and be like, okay, can we push play on this now? Like, it's got to go live. And they're like, fuck, we got to get the authorities to approve it. Blah, blah, blah. And she would be like on the phone trying to get these episodes approved. Like, they've said fuck again. It's like, yeah, but like they fucking always say fuck. Like, you got to, yeah, but they said they're gonna kill a baby, and it's like, yeah, but like, come on, like we got to get this through. And blah, blah. So they eventually like get them through, right? And then just by attrition over the years, the things were just a little bit more and just a little bit more until now they like can say some shit that's just like absolutely like crazy. Because they've just like added to the authorities are like, okay, I let a little bit in, okay, a little bit in.
Yeah, they build up to it.
A little bit in.
And then probably they're generating money too.
Well, of course, and they realize that like the backlashes are not coming, and then so they like get desensitized to stuff, and then it's all relative. That's probably what I was trying to get to there. Everything is relative. The episodes today, relative to the episodes yesterday, are not that much worse. But the ones relative to 10 years ago or 20 years ago are fucking crazy. So when you're working with a client, the same thing applies, that you just start less. You just have to know this is where we need to be. I can't get them there today. So I'm just going to dial it right back. And I'm going to go, what's the easiest thing I can do with them now? That's still decent enough, good enough, but actually I know is the first step I need to take to get them to here. Because I can't just throw someone in the deep end.
Yeah, you can't do the wheelbarrow tiramisu like straight up. Yeah, fair enough.
You just can't do that.
Yeah.
What the problem we have is like content creators or business people and whatever, and when we know the outcome that's needed, we become an evangelist for it, and we're just like, no, you're fucking wrong. I know I'm right. I've done it. I've got them things. I can prove it.
Have you done it? Yeah, like the question is, have you done it before?
Have you done it?
No, so why are we talking?
Exactly. And so we just get on our high horse, right? But you're trying to talk to them as a client. It's different if you're talking to a mate. Tell your mate, shut the fuck up and do the thing. But when you're talking to a client who's trying to pay your salary or pay your money, your job isn't to tell them off. Your job's to like take them on a journey and get them to where they need to be. And we've done that with like a bunch of our clients. Like some of the stuff that we can do for clients now with like big corporate brands that let us pull off crazy shit. We could never do that at the beginning. Like at the beginning, I had to be like really PC, really just doing stuff. Like the first content we're making for Pizza Hut, I mean, not that our Pizza Hut content is necessarily crazy right now, but the first stuff we were doing was so boring. And I had people reaching out to me like, I know you're doing pizza, you guys suck. Like, why are you doing such shit content? It's like, mate, I have to.
How do you handle that? But how do you handle that? Like,
from people telling me,
oh
no,
you don't
just
don't give a
I
fuck?
just told them the reason. I just told them the truth.
Okay.
I just told them what I just told you. And like, you know, this will go out online, and it's not that Pizza Hut are a bad client. It's just that they were scared.
Yeah,
like,
fair
they
enough.
were doing stuff for the first time. They're like, fuck, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Of course they shouldn't be just listening to some dude who started his business 3 years ago telling them, bro, do the thing. You know, I had to prove it to them. And so what we did is we worked together, and I had to earn my stripes. I had to be like, no, let me prove to you that I can make this work. And as a team, we slowly did it and did it and did it until now. Oh,
what the
What is this?
Oh, is that like a
What is this?
weather warning?
Emergency alert, tsunami advisory.
Holy fuck.
Are we fucking
But
serious?
what?
So-
Near Russia. What? Why are we getting a?
What the fuck? Are we filming this? Are we fucking filming this? If we,
8.8 earthquake in Russia?
Theo Paul, bro, this has to be a scam.
Nah. This is true.
That's
Jesus
fucked.
Christ.
Okay, well, so if you're watching this, we survived. If you don't watch this, then fuck, we know why.
Jesus.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
crazy, scary, eh? These happen all the time for us.
Oh, really?
Like,
These things on the phone.
This little emergency thing.
like if there's like a weather warning or some shit,
Man, never happened to me before.
That's alright.
it's a weather warning thing. Like if crazy stuff happen, reason being is
Can I get some water?
yeah, you got some water. Yeah. No wait, get Amy, grab for you. Oh, you got it there. Oh, you got it next door. Okay, got it. He's got it next door.
That's right.
That's so funny.
That's crazy, man. The
that's
whole
crazy.
emergency thing. That's wild.
She's got the computer on her lap.
Nice.
Is this okay to be in?
Yeah, of course. It must have been on the.
Stool?
No, I'm good. It must have been on the.
Jesus. You guys get this alerts often.
Oh, not often, but we have had it before.
Yeah, man.
So like we've had
Yeah.
It started because we had a few natural disasters. People didn't get notification of it. So like when we had the Auckland floods a few years ago, the Auckland floods were real bad, right? Like people's like houses got washed away. People were fucked. Like it was crazy. Like there was water up, all over the place. And we were on a staff outing on the day, and we were playing bowling. We were doing bowling at the local bowling club. We left there, went to mini golf in the city, and it was pissing down rain, but we were just doing it. Then we came back to the studio down the road, and we started looking at our phones, and people were like getting sent home on these buses that were like the water was up to here in the bus and stuff, trying to get home from the Elton John concert that got cancelled, and it was all this stuff. And we're like, wait, what's going on? And then we saw all these TikToks, people were like, all this floods happening. And like the floods were just behind us. Like we'd left the bowling alley and the whole bowling alley flooded. And then we got to the Holy Moly place to play thing, and we left that and the whole thing flooded. And then we got back to our thing, and we were like, why is everyone crazy? And we're like, holy shit, we were just there and it's underwater.
Holy fuck.
Because these emergency things weren't going off.
Yeah.
So now they're like, people didn't know that shit was happening.
Fuck.
We should not have been on the road. We should have come straight home.
fucking hell.
So that's what these are for.
Okay.
These is to go, guys, I don't know where you are right now, but just in case. And
That's great. That's
see
great.
this.
That's great.
Just in case. Because, like, what if we went to the wrong place?
Yeah.
You know, we
absolutely.
like, yeah,
Fuck,
there was like
that's insane.
15 of us. You know, like I could have wiped my whole team out. I mean,
That's-
save some wages, but
Also, if you don't die of a heart attack before you get the fucking thing, then you can survive later.
yeah,
For
exactly.
an anxious person, I want to see the recording.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
my face. I'm like, what is happening? Are we all dying? We all have this?
We'll have to pull that one out as a fucking.
I think that's a 6 short.
Yeah.
That's a 6 short.
You
Just
just
my
pull-
face is the hook.
We should probably try to pull that tonight.
That's
pull
my
that.
face is the fucking
And go,
hook.
everyone in Auckland right now. Yeah, on the North
That'll
Island.
be great.
Yeah, I don't even know where we're at. So we're just talking about like,
Pizza Hut and
yeah,
then, like getting the,
Yeah.
just
getting
getting them
the
up there, man.
Okay.
I think that like we're too eager to just get to. It's the same thing of you're doing the same thing they're doing actually. Like I shouldn't say you because I don't actually know the situation, but like you want your content that you make for them to be perfect and to be great, and so you're unwilling to compromise on your abilities and what you're doing because you're like, no, this is my work. I'm proud of it. I want to do good shit. And I know I can do better. But actually, that's not your job. Like when you're marketing someone, your job isn't just to make the best content. Your job is to like take these people on a journey and help them build up their confidence and their levels of like knowledge and understanding of where they're getting to, so that it's a long, consistent approach to content. Because bring it back to you guys. Like if you had just had the tiramisu video and that's it, what would that have done for your video? That one video, your business.
The viral video doesn't do fucking nothing itself.
Exactly.
Nothing itself is actually you get more followers for videos that get maybe 10,000 views.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the consistency, right?
Yeah,
It's paid off
100%.
over time. And so that's for your client is the most important thing. Like if you get them to do the crazy stuff straight away and they aren't really comfortable with it or whatever, and maybe they get one person who's like, mate, you look like a dickhead in that video, kills them, shuts them down. So you got to slowly bring them up to it because that's actually your job. Your job's to get them to feel confident doing it, not just to make viral videos or great videos. Your job is to get them to feel confident, to be consistent, and then play the long game so that compounding effect happens. That's kind of how I think about it too. Like with Pizza Hut is a good example. Like love Pizza Hut as a client, awesome client, but I couldn't just do the shit we do now for them at the beginning. They would have just been like, "There's no fucking way, we can't get this past the board." But now they've proven success, and now they can do it.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
But like I see that also in business, out of marketing, you know.
Yeah.
I was watching other restaurants and like, how the fuck they do it?
Yeah.
You know? And now for me it seems so easy.
Yeah.
And I look myself back and I'm like, such a fucking idiot I was.
Yeah.
You know, it takes time.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about those videos that started to go and pop off. Like obviously, I think still for now the tiramisu one's the biggest. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but there's a handful of them now that have had these like tens of millions.
There's
of
one that we had
views.
to take down, by the way.
Is there?
Yeah.
Which one?
Do you want to say it?
Yeah, we got sued. Like
Wow, we didn't. Hold on, we didn't get sued.
Cease and desist.
We're gonna cease and
Yeah.
desist.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Should we just say
Are you allowed to?
I'm not sure.
I don't
So
know.
Maybe just
So,
We'll
okay,
just beep out the name. You
There's
can
a
tell
pasta
me.
brand.
Yeah.
There's a pasta brand that I don't really like.
Yeah.
Because they claim to be Italian and they're not.
Yeah.
And the pasta is not done in the way that I believe
Yeah.
that is the best way to do pasta.
Yeah.
So I just say my opinion in the video.
Yeah, your
The video
opinion, your
apparently have done very well, something like 12 million views.
Yeah.
And plus there was a video we've done a bit earlier. I didn't do that well, but I was breaking the pasta and throwing it in the bin.
Yeah.
And
I think you did
he doesn't-
30,000, 40,000.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. But anyway, so we got a letter, you know, and but I'm just saying my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, so for respect of the business,
Yeah.
because, you know, people doing business, I took the video down.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go, you know, there's no point. You know, I know that I can do the stuff.
Yeah.
Because I double checked.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course you can.
you know, I'm just saying my opinion. But yeah, so, yeah, there's a few videos and there's some, the first one actually, I think was him saying, we're doing this, was very organic. Like we did it without planning. Right?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
We did it without planning.
Yeah.
And then it taught us a lot. Then there was a few, the tiramisu wheelbarrow. Sorry,
Yeah, I think just like give yourself a bit of credit in terms of. So one thing, how I look at it is idea. One of the most important things of the video.
Yeah.
If the concept isn't fresh, if the concept isn't unique, it's not new. Why are you even making it? But you can still go and make trends, and you know there's still a way to do that. But that's the most powerful thing, and then you get the hook, and then you get, you know, the visual hook, the text hook, all these sort of things. But I think one element that really gets missed is the actual person in the video themselves. So
that's
this guy,
quite good.
but no, but like this guy developed over time. He's,
Yeah.
he already had. You can tell he can. He can speak. You know, he can communicate.
But
and
not
he's-
really in English, but I can
Nah, I
can
think-
But
communicate.
there's a
I can
level of
communicate.
charisma
Yeah,
that
that's
people
what I'm
need.
exactly.
That's it, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, like, even when he first started, we started making videos on camera. That was there. I was like, "Fuck, man, who is this guy?" Like, he taught me a few things on camera, right?
Yeah.
Where I started incorporating, moving it, blah.
Energy,
Yeah, exactly, etc.
Yeah, because I have too much of it. you
Yeah,
know.
but that, what really helps there is
Yeah.
like I might work on other projects with other people, and I have to think about them and how they're going to be on camera.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about how he is on camera as much because he'll be able to see the idea. We'll talk. We've worked together long enough now.
Yeah.
Where it's like I know what I need to do on video.
Yeah.
You know.
So, and then there was a second.
But it's even like with the first tiramisu, he added something I never thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first of all, the massive mouth. I don't know if you see this.
I got a
right?
bigger-
It's massive mouth. When I was recording, I'm
Well,
like,
that's
this
what.
is
That's what.
amazing.
So in the kitchen,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
very relatable.
Yeah,
Because, and I've done it organically.
Yeah,
Because in the kitchen, you know, you don't have like much time to do.
Yeah.
You fucking in front of the thing. You don't want anyone to see you that you're taking a break for the same pride that we were talking about before. So, zam, bam,
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And I just have done what a chef would have do.
Yeah.
And there's so many restaurants that actually go through that moment in the back where they, you know,
of course.
spoon in the tiramisu.
That's why it's so relatable.
Plus, you know, the haters, they help us a lot.
Yeah.
You clean the spoon. There's a fucking
So
10 spoons in front
planted
of me.
he
you know?
planted the spoons.
On purpose. And I say, you know, I put these spoons here because someone is going to say, and if they say it well, it's there on purpose.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then, you know, someone is saying, but he eats it straight after. Do you see the tiramisu actually gets bigger? He's fucking cut the video.
Yeah.
You know? Look at this cut.
But so like taking that, like putting that into a bit of a framework formula, we're starting now to design the comment section.
Yeah.
Right? Like
love that.
we think about like, and we're just subconsciously doing it because we're like, how do we make the best video, the best reach, the best interaction, etc. So we're designing like all these little experiences, all these little nuances throughout the video.
Yeah, I love
fucking
that.
amazing.
It's so good.
The only thing that then going to the wheelbarrow, because there is something that I do give a fuck, and I can't change it, and it's wasting food.
Yeah.
I just can't stand the videos where they waste food.
Yeah.
Just for, I
Yeah.
don't know, like,
Yeah, I get it.
you know, and so the wheelbarrow tiramisu, there was a moment that the tiramisu was going viral. This was actually 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, the first time, I should do a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
You know, and I always had this thing, okay, everyone is fucking scooping this tiramisu, you know?
Yeah.
And if people find it so interesting,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I'll do it in the wheelbarrow. you
Yeah.
know? And then we always spoke about it, but I never really want to do it because I don't want to waste food.
Yeah.
And then one day I said, you know what? Let's do a fake.
Yeah.
You know, to give the same effect.
Yeah,
You know, at the end, what we're doing is fiction. Like, you
Yeah,
know, when you watch a movie, it's fine, but then
Yeah.
if someone does it on social media, oh, you're faking. Of course, when you watch police movies, are they real?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But anyway, so we've done it, and they've been fucking amazing. And then we started a trend because people started putting it in
100%.
cars and
the utes and
they actually stole our idea too.
No, I love it. And it's waiting to the idea.
Mm.
Like, and that's like, it's great when people take the idea.
Yeah,
It's the best thing ever.
They
You know, you
stole
made
the
it.
script.
No.
idea.
What he's saying, there was a second video we're gonna make.
Yeah.
They
that-
literally stole the script.
Ah,
Yeah, I said after this, we're doing this and this. There was another person with us filming,
yeah.
and that other person went to do it with someone else.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
that's-
so
that's-
they actually saw the script.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he's referring to. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can comment under here, by the way.
That's fucked. You're a fuckwit. They're a fuckwit.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
That's all right. That's all right. I'll be on. I don't give a fuck.
Did you still make that video?
So I tell you, I'm happy that I didn't do it
Yeah.
because just first of all, our video is the best.
Well,
All
yeah. I
the
mean,
views and blah blah blah. But
I want to ask about that actually. Sorry to cut you off there because
No,
I want to
please.
stay on that. Like, what did they end up finishing on? Like 60 million or something? No, what's it at?
Yeah, all right.
well, I think on Instagram alone, it's 55.
Yeah, 55. Yeah, that's where I was pulling the number from as well, around that 50, 60 mark, right? But you guys did something really interesting in there because that video, there was 2 parts to it. There was 2 versions of it.
I'm glad that you saw it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
did you intentionally go out originally with 2 done, ready? Or did you?
tell the story?
I've done the first video
Yeah.
because I knew that
Yeah.
I was gonna do the second one where I showed that I'm not wasting food.
Yeah.
Because that's the only.
Wait,
I
wait,
also-
wait,
No,
wait,
no, wait.
no.
Sorry.
There's 2
Listen
versions
to the
of the
question.
wheelbarrow.
No.
Ah,
You want to tell the story?
now
Or
I
you-
understand.
You want
Yeah.
to tell the story?
you okay? I don't give a fuck.
I
I'll
can-
say.
I can
I'll
say
say.
it.
I'll say. I don't
I'm
give
happy
a-
to say if you want to add in a little bit.
I don't give a fuck. Oh, you start. You start. I spoke
So-
for half an hour. So.
That's fine. You said amazing things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So there wasn't. Yeah. So the idea was that we were going to do a collaboration,
Yeah.
and we're going to bring this video to life with another page,
Platform.
Yeah.
right? And it kind of, from what the deal was or the discussion was, it changed,
Yeah.
and we weren't as involved in the production and the edit of that video.
Yeah.
And we saw it go out, and we both weren't too happy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and also we want to do it like we want to collaborate, doing it in our way.
Yeah.
We wanted to do the edit, and it
Yeah.
was just like no. So yeah.
Yeah, so with that edit, we saw so many things that were wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I think the video was like 20, 30 seconds. We're like, why is it so long? We saw so much.
Yeah.
So we get together, right? I think we got together like what?
Straight after the video was posted,
Yeah.
and we were commenting, we could do better.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, but we're not gonna offend him and stuff. We were like,
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just fucking do it.
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah.
fucking do it. And we stayed until midnight. We did edit the video again. We put it out,
Yeah.
and then I think that because it was just going out of our page,
We put it as a trial reel first.
try reel. I didn't resist, and I just fucking posted
Then
it.
because it started getting
Yeah.
traction,
Yeah.
and we're like, fuck, this might be a monster.
I'm leaving it.
We're seeing the
And
3-second hook rate.
so
We're like, fuck.
we're sitting on 50. Like our followers, they're not huge. For people, it's very hard to follow a restaurant, but it's growing quickly.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, the other page, there was 4 million, 2
3 million, 3 million followers.
3 million. So
But did you got that point, right? Yeah, cool.
But we are actually seeing by the analytics that we're going faster than them.
Yeah.
So the video is fucking rocket shipping,
Yeah.
right? And but the other platform didn't ask us to post it.
The other
Yeah.
page.
The two, and then when actually passed them,
Yeah.
they requested the partnership,
Okay, is that when it
and
happened?
then rocket shipped again because
Yeah,
obviously
of
knew
their followers.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how it went.
Interesting.
But definitely the guy here
Well, I thought-
edited better.
That's
In this
funny,
case,
'cause I
we
thought
don't
the
want to
same.
offend anyone.
Yeah.
I was wondering, was it, let's do a bunch of edits because we know this is great. We put all the effort into it. Or was it, because the first one came out and I was like, oh, like, it's really good. It's funny. But I was the same. I was like, man, the amount of effort that went into this, and it was just these things you could have tweaked, and it probably would have. I would never have said it could have done 60 mil because that's crazy. But this could have doubled or tripled its viewership way just by little things. And then what was it? Was it the next day or that day? It was real close, right? And I saw the next one coming. I was like, this is it. And I was like, I wonder if they already had that or not. But what I love is that you just did it anyway and posted it. And I think that's so good because like so many people don't. They like put out a video, it flops. They know it's good, but it just flopped, and they're like,
keep trying,
fucking just re-edit and do it again. Like no one gives no one saw it. Like wow. In your case, people did still see it because they had the following backed on it. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for telling me that. Then the collab. Tell me about that for people, because like it's genius what you guys did there in that space in terms of not a lot of people think of that. How did that come about? Like how, like if someone else is thinking, I want to do something similar, how do they go about like one, reaching out, getting that collaboration? Tell me about that process.
So first of all, this is the guy that if you ever need to know a guy, this is the guy. Right? This guy knows a guy.
I just pick up the phone, start calling fucking everyone, and I find out. I find out what I want to find out.
So it came from the first video. It came from the first tiramisu draw video.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I want to answer to him going though, because we collabs. Like I've worked hard for collabs.
Yeah.
And until viral, no one wants to fucking do it.
No one gives a fuck.
They all say no. Yeah. And then when you get the first viral video, are you saying no?
Yeah.
So this is, and now I think we got some stuff in DMs that we just not.
It's crazy.
We just not even checking. But that's how it is. It's all a perception, and
Yeah. Yeah.
But
so they just reached out, wanted to do so. Or did they reach out going, can we repurpose your content? Was that sort of thing?
I think they asked for the video.
I think these guys just reposted the video to start without asking.
Yeah.
I can't really remember. Something like that. We had a few people ask for the rights.
Yeah.
A few people ask for the video. And then a few people just
give us a contract. They send you a contract because they want to have the rights of the video so they can utilize that for ads.
Yeah. Utilize it for whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Good old lad Bible and all
that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, that's how they make their money. Fine. Yeah. And those contracts, some of them are real dodgy.
They were crazy, man.
Yeah. Some of them own your content in perpetuity
forever.
from now, and all the content you post from now on.
It makes no sense.
But there may be some banana that signs it, and that's when they make the money, right?
They own your whole channel.
Yeah, there's no fucking way they're signing anything.
No, that was wild.
Sorry.
I send them an email back, I'll sign this, but you need to give me 20 million. They're like, fuck off.
Well, I think we did some stuff like, we're happy.
No,
there's a large price, and they just stop responding.
Let's see.
Well, I've had a bunch of people who like take my content or take our content, put it into a long form YouTube clip, put it on YouTube because then they monetize it on YouTube, right? So they'll get like 200 viral shorts and just make a long form on YouTube.
Yeah, what do you do to them?
Well, they did it. I got notification from it that it came up. Someone had seen it to say, hey, they've got your content on there. And so in that case, I know they're doing it for monetization. So I put a flag against it. I was like, no, this is copyright content, blah, blah. YouTube pulled it. It was their third strike. And like, I felt a little bit bad because they were pleading. They're like, look, we'll give you $100. And I was like, look, like, no, like, you're not going to get it. Like, just, you can't have it. They're like, no, we want it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, look, like, at the end of the day, the way they started off, the reason I said no to them, they started off sending like fake legal things that they're going to take me to court and all this sort of stuff, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, I haven't done anything wrong because like,
it's your content.
YouTube pulled it, not me. Yeah. I just said, hey, that's my content, right? So they tried to attack me. And then they're like, no, look, sorry, sir, like, we'll give you $100. And I felt real bad because it was their third strike. They got their channel pulled. And I found out I was like, like this, like, some creators from India who are probably like, I probably just starved a family off some shit, like, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I felt real bad about it because I'm like sitting here, like, doing well. But I said back to him, I was like, mate, like, don't be a dick. Like, if you had have just asked me originally, bro, can I do it? It's kind of funny, and I'll give you $100. I would have been like, yeah, look, I seen what your channel is, I get it. Yeah. It's different if Lad Bible did it to me. I tell Lad Bible to get fucked. But so anyway, they pulled it. So there's probably people out there who've stolen your content, put into a long form YouTube because it's real hard for the content ID to track it. Yeah, is the way that they do it. But anyway,
do you guys do that? Do you take your short form and put it as long form clip like that?
Nah, well, we don't really do. Like, we don't have enough of that sort of stuff to really do that sort of thing. Okay. No one's gonna watch like 100 of Joni's coffee series in a row or anything like that. They're not that sort of content. So
are you sure?
Nah, it's not that sort of like you. The reason you watch that sort of content because you're like, it's a daily hit. It's a daily hit. It's like, fuck, here she goes again. It reminds me stop taking myself too seriously and go do the thing.
Yeah.
Until they find out that we faked the whole lot of them. But
Bro, what?
and then they go,
I thought some were fake, but I didn't think a lot of them were.
every single one.
Nah, man, you're gonna ruin my life. Man. That's it. I'm done. That's it. Nah, seriously.
Yeah.
I thought it was like that was like a very cool thing that you guys were doing, and like walking up to because I was gonna. It's very similar. Interesting. I was thinking of not exactly the same thing, but something about people and coffee. There was some idea there, and then I saw you guys do that. I'm like, oh fuck.
We she did it the first day she did it. She really struggled with it mentally, like
walking up to people.
Yeah, she really struggled with the anxiety from it.
It's fucking tough.
It's real tough, and you got to remember that like we're a business. This isn't her personal profile, and so she's now being told by her employer, "You need to go do something you fucking don't want to do."
Yeah.
So I can't really force her to do that. That's like pretty shit.
100%.
You know, she can do it on her own personal page, and she does. Her Cheers ones in New York that she did. If you ever watch her profile, she went up and Cheers Stranger.
Yeah.
All real.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
All
Okay, that was great. That was great.
On our page, it's not that. It's not the point.
Okay.
The point of the series was to educate people how you can interact with us as a company. What our leads, we call them coffees. And so if you want to come and interact with us as a business, come have a coffee with us.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
so it was an education process to our audience.
Is this you got through your newsletter as well, no? Like the whole coffee thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what it was. But like people like we've told people, our client Chopo, when we went and told them about it, they're like, no, there's no fucking way that we watch all of them.
Yeah,
we love them.
that's crazy.
And that is kind of like some people get disappointed if they watch this. We probably.
But it makes sense now when you explain. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's not what it is, and like we get it that like when we do things, the stakes are real. Like as in like I actually got the tattoo done, and she told me to go get a tattoo. Like I've literally got the tattoo there. Joni's got it here. You know, she has actually got her pay rises, and she got her phone. We got all these like the stakes were real, but like every piece of content's not real. You know what I mean? Like
because
she was never actually getting fired.
You cut you cut some parts. You're never gonna get the full like.
Nah.
You know, what do you get in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
You know, so we're creating still. You know,
it's a TV show.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
That now I understand.
That's a TV
you know,
show.
let's see. Now I get
I'm here
it.
to entertain.
Also, the series keep coming out, so now all makes sense. But I actually have a question.
Yeah,
if you don't
please.
Mind. So, I wonder now that obviously we're not talking about hospitality, about the marketing side, and there's a few moments where we had a lot of requests of exclusivity. Like for example, if you're getting a customer, there's let's say he's clothing, and he's asking you have to work just with me for clothing. Does that happen?
Yeah.
And how much you charge for exclusivity? Just that.
Or is there like a extra you add on or something like that?
Yeah. So if they're a small business and they want exclusivity, I just say no.
Yeah.
Like but like you need to pay the same as the enterprise clients will pay. You know, like if you're not giving me, I don't know, 30 to 60K a month on something like that, like like you take One New Zealand as a client of ours, which is for people listening, like they were Vodafone and rebranded to One New Zealand, right? So major large telco in New Zealand, second biggest in New Zealand. They can go to me exclusivity. You can't work with the others, but they're going to pay you a huge retainer to do it, right? But if I go to like, let's say it's a restaurant down the road and they're like, oh, you can't work with other restaurants. It's like, okay, but are you going to give me 50 grand a month? No, of course not. It's no fucking way. You'd never pay that for your
You
restaurant.
don't make them.
You'd never, it would just have my money. And so then you can go, well, fuck, like, no. But what you can say is I go, look, I won't take anyone within a kilometre radius or something like that. You know, like I'm not going to get someone who's a direct competitor to
Or
something like that, potentially. And that's maybe just like because you want a relationship with your client. However, if someone's like a fairly big client, they're still paying you maybe like 10 grand or something a month. Let's just call it, I don't know the number. It's up to you. Like, do you really want the piece of business? Like, how much do you want that? And will you be mad if you couldn't get any others? It's just like a case by case thing. When they start throwing big, massive retainers at you, I mean, the answer's pretty easy because it's like, fuck, this is super profitable, such a great piece of business. But when you're in that sort of like 2 to 15K range of like, it is good business, but like it's not enough to fucking bankroll the company. I can't just be exclusive to you or whatever. You know, it's case by case. So no, I don't have like a specific mechanism. I'm like, okay, exclusivity is this. I kind of judge them all one by one. If it's big enough and I really want it, then yeah, fuck, I'll give it to them. Like I got a client who's
you're gonna pay. Of course. Yeah.
I got a client who produces pies for wholesale, and I've got exclusivity of him for other wholesale pie things. He doesn't pay me anywhere near enough, but I just really wanted the job. Like I really wanted the gig. I knew I wasn't probably going to take any of the other bigger pie brands and whatnot, but I love the story. I love what he had behind it. Like, I knew the guy, and like we knew the strategy we're going to go with was just so good. I was like, yeah, fine. Like I get it because I want the gig.
And you know you could perform there in the gig, so then you know it's gonna give good to him, and then he can give good to you.
Exactly, and it's quite a niche little thing. Clothing, is this the one that you're talking about? The
no.
Clothing is the example. It's not the.
Sorry,
one can say.
No, don't say the thing. But if it is something that's very broad, I'd be really hesitant.
Yeah,
I'd be really hesitant to do it.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, like it's still broad. And you know most other brands would also want exclusivity because of, I don't know how the competition works in that particular industry. Maybe. Because then you're like, well, fuck. The next
I think you hate to give exclusivity to anyone in any case.
But for me, it's more of like, it's like a fear of so the whole reason to start the business was freedom. You know, I wanted to express myself, create, etc., and then also solve a problem of getting clients. So I always had that fucking problem.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting potentially locked into one area and then I can't really help other people get other clients, it's kind of failing on my mission statement.
Being back to be an employee, you know.
So there's also that thinking as well, you know. So,
but you also have to understand, like, what. Let's say, as an example, like you had a strategist who worked with you freelance, and you contracted them because you're trying to keep your business light on staffing, right? And you had a creative strategist who came in and helped you ideate, and they then went to all the other competitors in your thing, and like you saw that they just took your ideas and put it into, like, you're not going to be okay with that.
No, I wouldn't be okay with that. Of course,
that's the same thing. That's the same thing. And so you like, as your business grows, and usually like you have to somehow protect your moat a little bit. So these businesses will ask for exclusivity, and you just have to decide, like, do I want to work with you or not? That's the freedom you get. The freedom you get isn't, oh, now I'm exclusive. The freedom is, I get to be exclusive with this awesome brand. It's just a reframe, right? And if that's not a thing for you to go, fuck, cool, then don't take the business. That's the freedom you have, right? You have the freedom to walk away.
I like this.
Because if I don't want to work,
just restructure the way of thinking.
Just walk away from the business. Go get some more. If you really think you can get lots more in that industry, then fuck, go get it then. Otherwise, why don't you just take it for a fixed contract period? If heaps more come in and go, can you do ours? Be like, hey bro, by the way, I've terminated his contract because I got 3 other guys here now. Just take it at the time.
100%.
You don't have to work for a client forever. You can terminate them as much as they can terminate you.
So this is one of the things that Andrea really helps me with, you know, because he understands this sort of strategic business-minded thinking and what play to take, you know, where to put the knight, where to put the pawn, etc. And I think that's for me, that's the importance of the team. You know, he's got this, like, you know, X amount of years that he's been doing all this stuff.
But was so staying in groups as kids. Was already there. I had to convince people to do what the fuck I wanted, you know. And my mom tell me no, I go to my father, you know. And my father said no, I fucking go to the neighbor. And something that my family says, I always learn to attain what I wanted. And they, you know, there was a period that I was maybe on my 20s. I was pushing a bit too much.
We
all now I got a good balance. Good balance.
Well, you get the ego, and at that age too, when you're in your 20s, where
100%.
You want. But I agree, like. To your point, the team's everything. Like, I can't do this without the team. They can't do it without me. You know, it all works in unison together. But that's great. That's great when you can, like, figure that out. Lots of people don't know that. Lots of people think, like, they get a bit arrogant. They think I can do it on my own. They ruin relationships because of it. They go do things on their own. They realize they're fucking shit. Grass isn't as green as they thought.
Look, I'm experiencing some of that as well, you know, like, and I think he helps me in the sense of, like, when I do experience that, I communicate. Sometimes I don't communicate. That's another thing that I have to work on, right?
I have to work on not communicate.
Yeah.
I have to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But the one thing is you always know where you are with this guy.
Yeah.
Because he'll tell you. And it's a very, like, I realize now how powerful that is working with other people. Because you got these questions. And anyway, so back to your point. Great advice. Thank you. We'll take it on board. And yeah, definitely the team thing is fucking amazing.
Huge.
And I think that's that barrier. I don't know, man. I think like.
But takes time for you, like takes time to the customer. So this is something that I learned. I learned because in the kitchen, I always had to say, you fucking do like that. That's it. And now I understand, I'm growing. I'm understanding that, it's what she was saying before. It just triggered something in my brain. I just have to let people go to that journey. I fucking hate that then business sacrifice, there's a sacrifice of, but then if you just tell them, and we are the same.
Yeah.
We don't, we have to fuck up ourselves to then say, oh, I discovered something great. And mom and dad have been telling us for fucking years, and we don't listen. Same is, and like for example, like you have done with me, with understanding the creative, you're being patient. When I wanted to squash tomatoes and thinking that would go viral, and I have no fucking idea. And there's other things that, I'm being patient with, And the communication is the key.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. It's like a great, solid foundation for a business partnership. So it's good that you guys have got it. We're like an hour and 15 into this podcast already.
Oh, fuck.
And so, Amy's been sitting behind you guys, like trying to tell me to wrap this up for ages. Okay. But I want to ask a question before I go that I think's interesting for people. You had this virality happen in the restaurant. What happened because of that? Like, how many people booked a table because of viral posts? Like, what? Tell me, like, how did it play out financially as a business for you?
I'm sure that a few people did.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that comes and like there's a point, but that doesn't last long.
Yeah.
I think it's like it then becomes a tool. It depends how you use it.
Yeah.
Like he's for example, I'm sure that we're getting more work with marketing for that. But then, there's a lot of other stuff that depends how you use the tool.
Yeah.
It's not that you're viral and the restaurant is full. Are you fucking cooking well? Like who's welcoming the customers? Marketing, I call it like the brainwashing, that comes from different places. And there's word of mouth and there's social media. We just have to keep speaking and have the communication in some way. And that's we're reminding to people, but then when they come, we have to do the job. So definitely helps.
Look, I think 100%, but there's always going to be stuff that's kind of hard to attribute one-to-one. Generally, though, you can see Google searches going up. You can see
the restaurant is full. So it wasn't before. Every night is full now.
Then we're getting like marketing projects, etc. You're getting some other projects.
I'm getting brand deals.
So it's like trying to go to bed on the first date. It's now your name is in front of all these people, and then people come to the restaurant and they're like, fuck the tiramisu. It's like it's this connection. Right. But then all these other things have grown. The Instagram. What's the internal broadcast, not broadcast channel, the group thing, community group.
Community
that
broadcast
grew,
channel,
okay. That grew like, I think also, had we been a bit more on the execution of like selling tiramisu products or maybe something like this, there would have been a bit more pie for everyone.
Also, I think, we're going to, obviously, right now we're battling a bit with time management. We have so many projects. Still running a restaurant, luckily there's business partners. But the goal is eventually what we want to achieve is be able to sell our digital product. So that's a direction and definitely.
What does that look like?
But so first of all, there's a bit of work that we have to do.
No, but like, is it like when you say a digital product, like?
So I'm mostly talking about sort of podcast that speaks about the things that I believe.
Got it.
And then also
so media, selling the media.
Yeah, like we're trying to figure out like whether it's a community, whether I don't think it's going to be a course or anything like that. We find that Andrea is also very good at connecting with people.
And recipes, for example. There's so many things that we could like. There's things that I learn and have done that are great to put out there.
Yeah.
And I just want to structure the right way to put them out there, always accessible.
Yeah.
And they can help people too. But this is from the hospitality side. But I don't know how to make it happen without.
Look, I'm not sure, but I think from the marketing side, like we're starting to understand why a $49 offer exists and why a done for you service exists, a do it for yourself service exists, etc. To like help out the entire spectrum of people that can come to you. I used to hate the courses, but now I see what the point of a course is, or what the point of a group is. For people that are willing to learn, you can't work with them, they don't have the budget, but they want your knowledge, So we're heading sort of into that direction. We're going to do some more long form stuff. There's a lot more projects. Yeah. It's pretty exciting.
There's all these things going on. Like I'm starting with a new brand too. Yeah. This is my name for products of pasta, chili oil, and stuff like that. So this is happening in the same time.
Yeah, nice.
And then there's just a lot.
One thing I'd say on that, what I've learned over the years, because like I've tried to navigate the same thing too. It's like, you might be hitting 35, 40 million views a month on our brand. It's like, okay, well, what do we do with that? Fuck, yeah, we got the agency, but that's like having the restaurant. So yeah, cool, got the agency, but what else is there can do? Or even less so about a limit and like, fuck, what else? Yeah. What I realized recently, and actually like this year, our biggest goal as a company is to stop worrying about follower growth as much. We still do. Obviously, follower growth is still a good thing from a clout perspective. People still look at a big number and go, fuck, they must know what they're doing. But instead we're thinking our primary goal for the internal marketing team is how many people can we put in a room in real life. And so like that's our only focus. How many people can I get to turn up into a room? And so I still have to grow followers, give viewership, engagements, content, comments, all that. But I need to be able to convert that to putting them in the room. And I know that if me or Joni or Connor or any of the guys stand up and talk in front of a bunch of people, they're like, holy fuck, these guys know so much. They talk to us like you guys were saying. You had one conversation with me, you took a lot of lessons from it, right? Well, when I do then, I do like a more structured keynote perspective or whatever, one of the team. People are like, fuck, that was really good. We should do some more work with these guys. But there's heaps of stuff that you do. The guys ran a thing today. They made $3,500 for an hour and a half running this like workshop online about running ads. The guys did it and it fucking sold 60 tickets to it and whatever. They just sold it through the newsletter as well. Just like they already write the newsletter every day. They just put an ad in it. So that's our sort of thing. How do we put people in a room? So for you guys, there's like people. There was this old thing of like digital products are scalable because like you make one and do it forever. The truth is that everyone wants the new one. So you can make it once. No one's going to buy an old one. No one will ever buy an old one. Yeah. It never happens. Very rarely. The only time an old one sells is if you've got 40 million followers. It's just not like even those guys. Even like.
So you don't believe in digital products as the way to scale.
I don't believe it's as easy as you think. You make it once and it sells forever. I think you make it once and it sells for a season, then you make another one.
Then you have to update it, right?
Well, we're thinking on a monthly.
Yeah. And so my thought is like, actually, like, if I could sell 1,000 copies of a PDF, or for like say $50 a head, or I get 1,000 people in a room and they paid me $5, I'd rather that every day.
1,000 in a room for $5.
Because that there isn't where it finishes, and the effort it takes for someone to like, they're not just spending $5. They spend all their time and effort and right to come to you. That's a lot.
So your funnel basically is like getting people here because then you train them into being able, like, that's a habit of coming here.
It's commitment.
Yeah. Time.
Yeah. Because people will act consistently based on the commitments they made in the past, right? And so if I can get them to turn up, they make these big commitments to us as a brand. So then when I go and launch a book.
So smart.
And everyone who's ever turned up will all buy the book. They'll all buy it. Because they'll be like, fuck, I love that guy's talk. Yeah, $40, yeah, I'll buy your book. Yeah. And I don't need to make money on the book. Yeah. But as soon as it hits bestseller, and then Oprah has me on. No, you know what I mean?
She's like, come back from retirement for you, bro. I mean, we came down, but I'm not sure about Oprah.
Just for me. I'm gonna launch her career again. Yeah. No, but like, just a piece of advice, like chefing. Like, people love live chefing stuff. There's heaps of stuff you can do in it. There's heaps of stuff. There's heaps of shit. Don't just get onto that. But the other thing about you said is about recipes. Websites that hold information. Like I had VJ Insel on Vanya on the show. She's a cook. She has a recipe website. I mean, she's got 5-6 staff. Yeah. Just from a website. just website.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
puts
yeah.
out like 4 recipes a day.
Yeah, the thing that we were thinking was something a bit different. Like something that Aston Blumenthal has done in the past. Like just getting all the things that we always thought about.
Yeah.
And the fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you can wash a mushroom because sucks the water. Then someone washed the mushroom and actually weighed it before and after, and it's the same fucking way.
Yeah.
But you can't put alcohol in the so just giving my chef experience, coming with a simple recipe, just talking shit about the things that bullshit. So it's like a sort of podcast that you can download. Correct. That's what it is.
Selling media is great.
But it sounds like you're saying get people to come to the restaurant and do it as a class.
Oh no, I'm saying that's one option.
Yeah.
Oh, but I
one
understand.
option.
This fucking so smart.
I think there's like in-person events and then there's media.
Yeah.
But I would treat the media stuff always as top of funnel. The easiest explanation of this is Disney makes 69% of its profit from the parks.
That's what?
Yeah.
For the parks.
The theme parks. 69% of its profit comes from the parks.
Yeah, so the media is the loss leader.
The media is the IP. It's
okay.
that make people want to go to the park. All it does is go, I love Star Wars. I love fucking Marvel.
You never think about it.
No. So when Stan Friends coming out?
Wow. Bro, that's it.
Like V Friends.
That's it. That's the trick. That's why we've been creating a TV show this whole time.
So I was curious, like you guys are basically making The Office, right? Well, right. Yeah. So like, is that something that you think about, like a YouTube?
Not YouTube, not at the moment.
But long format.
YouTube's hard because we don't have the resources to do it.
Okay.
We don't have the resources to do YouTube. I'd need to hire another team. I need 3 or 4 people to do YouTube properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is way harder.
Okay.
It takes more effort.
Okay. What I'm thinking of is like building the thing of the studio, creative studio of the internet.
Yeah.
Making movies for the internet.
Yeah.
The 12-minute movie versus the 50-minute.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude Perfect.
Yeah.
Mr.
Exactly.
Beast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mark Rober.
Exactly.
All of them. YouTube's obviously better because YouTube people commit more time to you. So YouTube's better than short form because they commit more time.
Obviously, yeah.
Love to. Takes more money.
Yeah.
Takes more effort.
Yeah.
We can't sell YouTube videos very easily for clients because
I found it difficult as well.
They're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
They're not going to buy it. I'd have to charge them shitloads.
Yeah.
And also then if you're running ads, like,
Nah.
Yeah.
It's way easier to just make the ad and run it in between the shows than it is to make the YouTube shows.
Yeah.
Way easier. Whereas TikTok, I can do it right, or Instagram,
Yeah.
I can do that affordably for a client. And they actually have to have Instagram these days.
Yeah.
Most big businesses have to have a social.
Yeah.
They don't have to have a YouTube, So YouTube, I can't justify the spend on YouTube because then the agency is like, Stan, what the fuck? We can't sell this product.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you spending money here? We can sell TikToks, so make all the fucking stupid TikToks you want. We can sell podcasts. Podcasts are easy to sell.
Yeah.
So we can do podcasts.
Makes sense.
YouTube clips are fucking hard
Makes
to sell.
sense.
So
the famous YouTube video that we've done,
Yeah.
never posted.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it
It's
makes
just
sense.
Yeah.
Hey, we're like an hour and a half in now. Thank you guys so much. You guys need to go.
The car.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We'll just leave.
Just drive to the airport, but I got a car for rental, so I can't drop it in front of the airport and leave. I have to actually.
Bro,
You don't need an outro, man. Just cut it.
Yeah. I appreciate it, bro.
Awesome.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it.